Hey everybody, Mikael colville-andersen here, host of The Life-Size City, the television series about urbanism, urban designer, and author. I am on holiday in Greece, and I'm loving it, man. A holiday that, after the whole spring of 2020, is just the best holiday ever. I am on a Greek island where I've been coming for more than 20 years. It's not your picture-perfect Greek island with all your Santorini sunsets. It's a working island with really cool local people. But I've been thinking here on the holiday that, man, when we travel to places on our summer holidays, to towns like this in Greece, to little hilltop villages in Italy, just to big cities like Paris or Rome, we always, oh my God, this is so amazing. I love it here. The streets are different than at home. Oh, the food is great, but oh, the streets are tiny and the neighborhoods are so quaint and these little life-size streets, and I want to live here. Oh, honey, shouldn't we buy some property here? Because we can come back every single year and do this thing with the sunsets. Oh my God. That is what we do. We romanticize our summer holidays. We work so hard all through the year. We've earned it, man. And we romanticize the hell out of our summer holidays. Nothing wrong with that. That's what we do. We dream. But I've been thinking about why is it when we get home to the community that we have chosen to live in for most of our lives, where we have our jobs, we raise our families, whatever we do, why do we not insist on the same kind of urban context as the place that we are so in love with when we're on our summer holidays? It simply doesn't make sense. It's as though we get home and we say, we can't do anything about this. We chose to live here and we have no influence, and this is just the kind of reality that we have to accept. I think that that's wrong. I think that urban citizens around the world should have more influence. We should be able to demand the kind of streets that make us so happy when we travel, when we see other things. I mean, that's really what it should be like to be an urban citizen, that you have an influence on the development of your city. A little town like this, it's been here for a couple thousand years. There's a Byzantine era castle up on the hill. Man, these people have been here for a while. Little narrow streets and stairways and whatnot. Maybe it's not the perfect kind of community. It evolved organically, but it is still pretty cool. Yeah, lots of steep stairs, but we got enough technology, if we're thinking about accessibility, to get people up and down those stairs, you know, with wheelchairs and other ways of moving people around. We have all of this stuff. We've invented. That's great. But let's just think, like, this is actually possible, right? A little town like this, if you imagine it as a neighborhood in a city somewhere else in the world, it is possible. This is 7,000 years of urban history, of urban design. We've loved it for millennia. It's possible now. But man, it is the politicians, it is the developers, the planners, and those damn engineers who've been screwing it up for everybody for the past 70 years. These are the people that we need to influence, because this kind of thing is possible. Luckily, we're seeing this in more and more places around the world. There are examples. Man, there is the Western Harbor in Malmö, Sweden's third largest city. They made these tiny little streets, super modern apartments and everything, but they made life-size streets. And we're seeing this more and more. Developers, the right developers, are waking up and realizing that we are going back to the future. Developers saying, you know what? Times are changing. People want to live on a smaller footprint. We don't need that arrogant amount of space, all the square meters that we've been giving people through many, many decades. We can live on a smaller footprint. The tiny house movement is a thing, man, and it is a thing for a reason. This kind of context here is possible anywhere else in the world. And it is time that we start insisting on that. That we go home from our holidays and say, why isn't it like that amazing place that I love so much, where I'm so happy to walk around the streets? What can we do to make that happen here? Everybody wants to live like we've lived for 7,000 years deep inside us. It's in our urban DNA. Take back the streets, take back our communities, influence the people who can make these things happen, and let's move back to the future. And Laura's arms are tired.
Yeah.